Alrighty guys, we're back. Yet another day of trading. First of all, I just want to say that I just finished reading this book. In English it's Atomic Habits, a great book. Recommended to anyone who wanna make new habits and make a little changes step by step in their life. Yeah, today we're trading Nasdaq again. As always, we're not trying to trade any other pair because it's best just to stick to one, so our biases also don't get mixed up. So for today, I'm pretty bullish, although I don't like this huge push to the upside already, pre-market. But yeah, I'm also watching TGR on the side because he's got a similar strategy and he's a good trader. So we swept these lows. We are kind of disrespecting this huge inversed bullish fair value gap because it was bearish, now it's bullish again. And we also already tapped into equilibrium of this range. We tapped into this order block down here that's visible on 15-minute. We swept sell side liquidity paired with this fair value gap, foolish fair value gap to the upside. We rejected it instantly, so my bias is pretty bullish right now. I just want to see how price reacts from here, but we might get I still believe we're gonna get an opportunity to trade all the way up to this buy side liquidity, because if the market wants to continue higher, it's either it's gonna reverse here because there's also bearish fair value gap, but we have all of this low resistance liquidity that's stacked up really closely, and the market's been going down for a week now, and I'm expecting a reversal, especially because we just made this huge turnaround. So I'm pretty bullish for today. Yesterday we caught a move inside of this leg. It was quite nice actually. I was just a bit nervous here because of this consolidation and the news and everything. But for now, that's about it. Still have 12 minutes till market open. So we just swept this buy side. I expect a push lower and then a shift in the market structure back to the upside. We have this 15-minute order block, as you can see right here. These lows I think will not be touched, so if we get a reaction here, I think we can put stop loss not even down here but a bit closer. We have these 15-minute fair value gap, so that's our area of interest. It's paired with multiple confluences. It's also the only fair value gap to the upside in this last push. This fair value gap has already been filled. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna remove this because it's not as important right now. It's already been tapped into and respected. Now it's being disrespected, but we must focus on the most current price action. Let's see. What TGR also confirmed my bias. He's also bullish on the day. We have all of this sell side liquidity, but I don't think that's gonna be a problem because we have pretty bullish order flow right now. Okay, we just created this fair value gap, so this also might be an area of interest for the reversal. Depends on how high we push. We are approaching New York midnight open price, and we also are above 8:30 open of the NYSE, but because there's so many stacked highs right here, I have strong conviction that we are at least gonna sweep those, if not even this and this. But we might get an opportunity to the downside if we break this structure here with a lot of momentum, with a fair value gap to, in a bearish direction. There might be a bias reversal to sweep at least this low before continuing then higher, or maybe even this. Yeah, I'm also getting a lot more comfortable speaking to you, even though I'm still alone. But it's nice that I am able to practice actually in peace. Let me just share the link to my stream. Okay, share. Today, because the price action already did its manipulative move in the London session, like I'm expecting some kind of manipulation to the downside, so that's why we might sweep this. That might be the manipulation move, and then go higher. So I'm extra bullish today, but I gotta take it slow. Yesterday that trade, like, it gave me a lot more confidence now, but I must not become cocky because of it. I cannot be too confident in everything I do because I gotta stay humble. It's not like I'm the shit now. Yesterday was really good day for me. But yeah, it's not like I can catch every single trade, every single move, so I gotta be extra careful today to not like let anything get in my way. Yeah, so about 7 minutes till market open, then we might get some kind of an opportunity. I'm gonna watch price here on a 1 minute time frame. I've got 15-minute chart on the right to see how the long-term price action looks like. No, snap. Yeah, TGR just said exactly the same thing that I did, expecting these highs to be taken. So these at least, because if we are bearish in the overall, I still think that we must sweep this high before we can continue lower on the bigger time frame. We did not tap into this range yet, to the equilibrium of it, so I'm open-minded today for any kind of trade. So it just depends on the model that it's gonna present itself. Price might be putting in a manipulation of the downside to sweep these equal lows and then continuing higher, of course. So 5 minutes till another 15-minute candle close. But yeah, that's about it for now. Yeah, now we just gotta wait, because of these highs here, there might be a manipulation move first to the upside, and then we might get like a strong move to the downside. So we're gonna see how far this gets to, because if it gets here and we don't get any manipulation to the downside during this period, then we might our bias might change actually. Depends on what the market does right now. Let's take a look at ES. How does it look like? Yeah, ES is also like sweeping these highs here. Um, it already took this one out. Also, that's this one. But ES did not take this one out yet. Yeah, so I am pretty bullish. We might get a no, this is not a divergence. The divergence might be here, but we would have to get a strong move to the downside to break through these lows. But again, I'm not really using S&T as my one of my main confluences, because it's been kind of distracting me from the main price action, like on the Nasdaq. It's only confusing me. We are right now at I don't need all of this. I'm just closing some of the stuff I've got open. Yeah, so on our account we managed to almost get to a starting point, but it doesn't really matter. It's day by day. I cannot focus on how far we are. We just gotta focus on the process, take the best trades we can, not just about not care how far in the process we are, just like actually executing the process. Hey, thank you, appreciate it. Another high swept, so I think we are going after these, at least up to this. Wait, I missed those are pretty stacked too. This might be our first target if we get an entry down here. I'm gonna move this here.
PLS watch of GU and EU, isn't there a big SMT divergence? So would you say EU is following GU when looking at the charts? So GU makes higher high and EU lower lows. Don't know how to handle that pushy action.
One minute till market open. So let's see what do we get here. We might get a sweep of these highs. Yeah, this could have been a nice opportunity actually. We might just rally up. Okay, we might go bearish.
SMT on 1 hour highs.
Because
Yeah, but
ES
also,
did not take this high. NQ
not
did.
like we would have to have
We have a divergence here if we break through here.
candle form of down trend.
Although this might be the manipulation move because we just swept these lows with. It was very quick, but it might be a market structure shift actually. We are still respecting this and this bullish fair value gaps. We did tap into this fair value gap here. Like it's visible on the 15-minute.
We're getting a little sell-off here. It would be nice to see the equilibrium of this come through if we do want to sell off from here. And then same thing here, right? If we want to go long, I would like to see the equilibrium of this range come through and get hit. Potentially come through and sweep out these 15-minute lows. Not really much else going on within here.
We are rejecting this and we are still respecting this, so we might. Not gonna hop in yet. This does look like a stop hunt to me. If we get a fair value gap here, we might, yeah, enter. I just want to see how price reacts from here.
Selling off here. If we close back underneath these London session highs, then we can probably safely assume that we're going to head towards these London session lows. But we have to see a high time frame closure of that. Average, I think, for the frame. For my game. That'll be great, Beach.
Jo.
Tukaj.
Ja.
Koliko to že za jesti hop?
Ne, nič.
We gotta wait for
So
this news to drop too. Comes out in 25 minutes. Nas is selling off heavy. Okay, so again, we want to see the equilibrium of this range get hit, which is right here. I'll go ahead and just mark that out with like a blue line.
we might sweep this low and then continue higher. Or we might just shit on the price. Because 15 minutes is looking very bearish right now. But we might still get wicked in, back in, inside this range.
Swept out two of these highs. We're shitting the bed currently, going straight into this equilibrium level that we had marked.
I believe that's because we came close to NY midnight price open. So this was the shift. Okay, we just tapped like almost into this equilibrium of the range. Like just barely missed it. And now we're reacting like insanely back to the upside. We swept these lows and this one. So yeah, my bias is still pretty bullish.
Flat 19.
I don't expect, yeah, because you see this big ass wick.
I don't do Percocets. Shot gon' pull up, tell it, bring that nigga. Hey, keep in mind, we need to wait for news to come out. We need to wait for news to come out.
We just disrespected this one. If we close above this fair value gap, I'm hopping in. But right now we are pushing lower.
4K just for me to sit, guys. Why is yo, answer me this question. Why are all traders opium? Why? Tell them what the fuck going on. Heavy metal flare jeans with a cowboy.
Oh, you got 2 people watching it right now. That's a bit of progress. We closed back into this, so we might sell off here. Nope. We are respecting still the bullish fair value gap.
Let's turn this bitch up. Again, I want to see this equilibrium level hit for ES.
Yo.
Keep a copy.
Navim. Yeah, family members. This just keep coming in my room. I don't know why. Everyone needs something.
If I was a frat kid, I would be doing lines off of a bitch's ass right
Hi
now.
Ernie, how are you doing?
If I was Jordan Belfort, I would be doing that shit.
So we did respect this bullish fair value gap. We disrespected this one. I want to see how we act here. Because that was a huge fair value gap to the upside. I might hop in with 2 contracts.
Are you bearish? No, I'm bullish for the day. Bullish for the day. I want price to come down into this equilibrium level, though. And we also need to wait for news coming out in 20 minutes. But for the time being, let's turn this bitch up.
How's the volume looking? Yeah, it's not that big, but the candle is quite big. Yes. What's ES doing? Yes. Already swept these highs, so we have a divergence here a little bit. But we might go straight up from this. Yes, still pushing higher. Big ass week. I might hop in here because we just respected this right here, and there's no fair value gap to the downside. Price is still respecting higher time frames. Maybe I could have entered off of here. Would have been in profit by now. Okay. If you break through here, I'm pretty confident we're going up. But until then, I'm not entering. I'm just gonna put this here. Well, I'm a day trader, but I don't know. I trade off of 1 minute time frame, and I use, of course, like the bigger time frames to determine my bias. But I trade ICT 2022 model from his mentorship. Are you also a trader?
News drops in 15 minutes.
Yeah, we have news dropping. Yeah. Thanks DGR for reminding me.
Yes, I want to see price go lower. I want to see price go lower. I want to see it take out
Yeah,
this draw of liquidity.
like he's saying, it would be cool if price dropped lower, swap this low, because just below this low we have, as I said, an equilibrium, and then like a market structure shift to the upside and continue higher.
Sean Jones is the GOAT, for sure.
Well, anyway is the right way. You just kind of find your way. I've done like, let's say, 3 mentorships, and none of them actually like worked for me. Until I discovered a YouTuber, Justin Verline, who trades also this kind of model, and it was a bit more logical to me, and that's why I like try to see what he's doing, how he sees the market, and it's been a lot better since then. On Friday and yesterday, I took some nice trades. It's mostly about psychology, dude, because it's the psychology that messes up your trading. Um, and of course, you need patience to wait for the right confirmations. I could already be in a trade right now, but because of the news, I'm just not touching anything.
Market's just stalling, I guess, waiting for that news. What was your first dream car? The GLE, bruh. That GLE. Yeah.
You just got to put in the hours and study the market. Like a huge discovery for me has been the timing. So basically, New York midnight and New York 8:30 open, because
29? Oh shit! I gotta go to that, bro. It's in Vegas.
because if the price is, let's say it opened at this blue line that I've got marked out, if the price is below the NY midnight, then we're probably going higher. But if it would have been above, then we're probably going to reach lower. And then you just pair that. So let's say today was a bullish bias, so you just gotta pair that bullish bias with a higher time frame analysis that's right here. For example, we swept sell side liquidity on a major level, that's why we are turning back up. But if we are, but because we're still below at New York midnight, we are probably still going to push up, but we just need to find that actual manipulation move so it doesn't take us out before we do continue higher.
So do you ever use hourly bias as your overall bias, or just for hours?
I'm also helping myself with like watching some traders live stream on the site. But yesterday, for example, I just closed the window of stream and I did it my way, and it's been better because you can't always just use someone else to determine your trading. Yeah, maybe you don't have like an actual understanding of what a market structure shift is, or like some technicals, or you do know everything that there is to know. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, wait. Is that better? Should be better now. Okay, I would say it's your mentality. You maybe don't trust your system yet. You gotta find what you're comfortable with trading. Yeah, no problem. You you've got to know your model, your strategy. That's your edge, and then you just have to execute it with no hesitation. Because when you hesitate, then you take like late entries. You then have this huge stop loss for no reason because price could still go lower, but you're afraid to take like a better position, better entry because well you're in drawdown, and then if you add more to that, your loss is potentially bigger, you know. That's why it's also good to like trade with small size at first. I also did that. It did not last very long, but it did help me discover a few things about myself. Like at first I was risking too much, and I was only thinking about the potential profit that I could make from that position, you know, from, I don't know, a whole one mini contract instead of one micro contract, which is 10 times smaller. So there's no real money behind. If I trade less size, I don't really have any potential to make more money. So I kind of tricked myself with that to not expect any big returns, and by that I could focus on actual setups and the actual trading skill, not just the profits. I don't completely understand what you're asking me. Like it doesn't matter if like I'm always gonna trade like 1% max of risk, but that's only the initial entry. Then later on, I add, like I added yesterday, for example. Let me find what I traded yesterday. So basically, there was news here, and later on, like I fucked up a bit inside of here because I thought that that our bias is changing from bearishness to bullishness because of this fair value gap, because it was so big. But later, after we swapped this with this fair value gap inside of this breaker block, I entered like a little bit bigger position, but later on, so my entry was, I think it was here with stop loss here. And then after we broke, after this fair value gap, I immediately added 3 more contracts here, so my position averaged out inside of here, and my risk was like a lot smaller. And after we broke through here, I immediately put my stop loss to break even, so I was risk free, but there was more money in the trade, so my potential for profits was much bigger. And then so that's pyramid scaling. But you're thinking of money or RR? Well, you've got to let go of the money, and it's kind of hard. I still have problem with that. I always try to take the best RR, like at least 1 to 2, depends on the trade, on the setup, how big of a, let's say if that's the manipulation move, but I'm pretty confident, let's say that price sweeps this low and then break structure here. Like my, oh shit, what did I just, okay, I don't know what I just clicked, but for example, this will always be max 1%. But when we get a confirmation that we are indeed leaving these lows and we're not gonna touch them again, I'm gonna move this here. So essentially there's no real risk anymore, so I can determine an RR. Yeah, you gotta like completely forget. That's why like when I enter a position, I don't have, and I'm just gonna put, let's just do this so we don't get, okay, it's a limit. Like, can you see these right here? These are not, these are not in euros or dollars. I put them to ticks, so I don't really know how much money I'm gonna make. Like, I can see it if I hold my mouse over it, but that's not really the point. And I also put it to the left because I have to turn my head a little bit to look at it. So yeah, I'm like trying to almost trick myself not caring about the money. We are all trying to make money, but we're not gonna get it if we're gonna focus on it, because that's the outcome. But how are we gonna get to the outcome? That's the thing we should be focusing on, you know. Because I can focus on the outcome, so the money, all that I want, but if I'm not gonna do the right thing during the process of achieving that outcome, or if I'm not gonna focus on the process that's gonna lead me to the outcome, then I'm not gonna get it, and then I'm gonna get frustrated because I did not make any money. I lost money. I also didn't like follow my rules. That's the biggest thing. You just gotta follow your rules, and you gotta come into the market without expecting to take a trade in the first place, because there's not always gonna be an opportunity. Because right now, like, I could enter off of here, but then I would, you know, if I move my stop loss, I would already be at a break even. Yeah, exactly, because this is business actually. Like, you gotta cut losses short, because you don't wanna, why would you wanna take a big loss? Even if your stop loss gets hit, you should like review the trade. Was it because you didn't place the stop loss where you should have, or was it because you just took a random trade in the middle of the range? Did you, I don't know, just want to improve the risk to reward ratio, and that's why you minimized your stop loss even though you should have put it higher? There's a bunch of reasons, you know. You're a decision maker. You're not paid by hours. There's no like, if I'm gonna spend 5 more hours here, it's not gonna mean that I'm gonna make more money. I might just waste a lot of time for nothing, you know. Yeah, 4 minutes till the news come out. So yeah, market is selling off. We might go for this one. I still like calculate how much money would I made, but those are not good setups, you see, because we're pre-news. Yeah, kind of. I quit my job basically at the end of May. And I'm trying to make this work. I've been in this industry for a year and a half now. I have not seen any success yet, and like I did not make any profits yet, but I can see my progress. Like I'm progressing with my mentality. I discovered a lot of things about myself, how I react, how emotional I am, when's the best time to trade. That's all like in the process of becoming profitable. Because a lot of times when I would see this biggest candle, I would already like jump in right here. And immediately target these lows, but that might just not happen because, like you saw, it immediately pushed back up. So this could actually be like the manipulation move that we would be waiting for, but it's not, because we are expecting news in a few minutes. No, not at all, because I hated my job at that point. Like, I got sick of just about everything. I was a bartender, and it's hard for me to deal with people. I just cannot do it anymore. Okay, yeah, so we just repriced to equilibrium. That's good. We tapped into this order block, mini order block, swap these lows. Now I'm expecting some bullishness. No, I've got money on the side, so I can actually take like half a year off and just focus on trading. I might pursue programming career, but hopefully I won't have to. Okay, so the news are coming out in a minute. It's not a scam. You just gotta find. It's a scam if you don't trade on a regulated broker, because you basically have zero guarantee that you're gonna get your money back, even the initial deposit. It's not a scam because you could be wrong 90% of the time, but if you're wrong and you lose like $1 per trade, and then when you make money, you make, I don't know, 200, you're still in profit. So it's really not about how many trades you get right. It's all about how you react and how you maximize the profits and minimize the losses. That's why I'm doing like pyramiding. Okay, so we are bullish. Yeah, we're most definitely bullish. The news also support that. Wow. Okay, I was thinking of taking a trade in here, but that was huge move to the upside. Well, people will discourage you for almost anything, like this is not a traditional way of making money. It's almost like you're scamming the market. Which time frame are your bias? Like, I just take a look at the daily, where we are. Are we rejecting something or respecting? Then I look at the 4 hour to, let's say, today. We are bouncing off of this fair value gap. We have this volume imbalance that we gotta fill. So we're gonna have to come up essentially the 4 hour time frame. We swapped these lows right here. We immediately pushed back up. We reacted from 1 hour fair value gap, this huge one, and we created a lot of liquidity on the upside. We also tapped into here and we are pushing back up. So we are respecting bullish confluences, and that's why I'm bullish. Then I just go on 1 minute time frame to find my setup, which might be forming right here, but we are pushing higher and higher. Like, I had a lot of friends telling me that this is scam, that I'm never gonna make it, like literally all those like movie type of shit. But you just have to do what you love to do, first of all. Like, I've had a lot of shit happen in my days, in my years. You always just gotta like stay true to yourself. Like, don't let anybody tell you what you should do. Like, if you love this, if you love the markets, like when I discovered the markets, I was like super into it. Like, this was like, there's no college program that would like teach me this. I went to 2 colleges, dropped out from both of them because it's just not my thing. So yeah, the news were just a driver for the move, because they were bearish, but I'm gonna stick to this bias. No, not yet. I just placed one. We're not in yet. We must step into here. I do believe that we are going higher. I'm just gonna remove this. Right now we're in. I want to see pushback up, because we are very close to these highs, and I'm pretty sure we are gonna sweep them unless we get a market structure shifting inside of here, which might happen. If that happens, then we're probably going to go short. We might have to go short from here. I want to see what price does, because we have this big imbalance. We just filled it in. We swapped this low. 5 minutes till close. Yeah, I think we are switching biases right now. We're gonna get stopped out. I might cut short. I'm moving my stop, because if we break through here, then we are most likely bearish. No, I mean it is demo, but it's for a challenge. I want to see us break through here. I want to see us disrespect this fair value gap. We did disrespect this bullish one.
Okay, so ES came through, took out these highs. I remain bullish, but again, on ES, I want to see this equilibrium level.
Yeah, just on different prop firm, because this is futures, which is a lot more regulated. It's a lot safer, because it's like a private company, I think, that like all the, what is it called? I don't know. Okay, we might be pushing higher. I'm minimizing my risk here, because we might push away from this bearish fair value gap now. Yeah, it's gonna happen, I think. I think we're gonna get stopped out just about now. Boom. No, not yet. Okay. Right now I'm at about break even. Just, you can see here. I went in a major drawdown on last Friday. I mean, Friday before previous one. So 2 Fridays back, because I was just really emotional about everything, and that was like the biggest lesson that I got in the last month, I think. I should have been more patient. I should have like entered here if I did, and my stop loss would be like really small. Yeah, I just don't want to see us break through here, but I think we are. I think we're selling off. I think we're gonna get stopped out real soon. Yeah, it took out my order. Now if you break through here, I might change my bias here, because this was like a sweep of everything. I should have entered here for shorts, but that's alright. I don't really mind losing a little bit, because when we are gonna profit, we're gonna profit big time. I was too early with my entry, because after this I should have known, like, we're not gonna stop. We might sweep these lows and then continue higher. Of course it does. Discipline is just about everything. Oh, come on. If we break through here, I'm re-entering. Discipline is just about everything in markets, and it also translates from your life, of course. Because how are you gonna be disciplined in trading if you're not disciplined in real life? Like, it correlates itself, you know. Maybe I should have put my stop loss here. Maybe I shouldn't have. Because right now, if we don't sweep these lows, we could be safe, you know. But we're consolidating again, and I don't like this. Like momentum on the bear side is stopping on the 15 minute. I want to see this close bullish be so above here. We might get an opportunity, yeah, to sell. I think we're gonna sell. If we get a fair value gap here,
Nasdaq is selling off right now again. Equilibrium is a good spot for us. And also, if we can come through, sweep out these lows. Again, high time frame, I remain there. I remain bullish. On ES, it's hard because I want this equilibrium to get hit.
yeah, I was maybe a bit too early again. Yeah, it's consolidating a lot. That's why I wanna see what it's gonna do, because we do have, like, this is still valid. We are above the open of 830, so one minute till the candle close, and we're gonna see what we do. There's no bearish fair value gap yet, so we are respecting this. We broke through, okay. We might just sweep it and then continue higher. 1 hour is looking pretty bearish. So this was the manipulation move. Sometimes it just I closed it with a loss of a little bit of just above $200. So yeah, we might sweep. We just dropped. Yeah, the price is just cheating, yeah, like a TGR said. But like, it's alright if you take losses. Like I cut my losses a little shorter, you know, which was good, because I was wrong. Even if we held it until here, we would have gotten stopped out. But right now, here we are pushing higher, so this might be stop loss hunt. We dropped lower into equilibrium. I mean, into discount. And we are rejecting this. Yeah, same hours from 15:30 on, because that's when the market opens at New York time. That's why we get these huge moves. Before, well, they are big, but not always. Most of the volatility you can see in the volume, like that's where it starts. higher time frame still looks bearish. I mean bullish, because we just swept lows right now, and we are very close to this here. We're pushing higher. We are respecting this. And the point is, the market could do just about anything at this point. It's just how you cut your losses, you know. Okay, so we are pushing lower. 15 minutes still looking bullish in the last candle. 5-minute one is I'm kind of want a short here, but you too. Have a great day. Thanks.
What broker do you use? And can you please get oiled up smile?
Hey, bruh, I'll make that shit happen. I'll get oiled up when I hit 10,000 viewers on this. Real viewers. Real viewers. Real viewers. Not no fake shit. Let's see what price wants to do off this. If it wants to invalidate this, then and NQ, right now we came into previous equilibrium. We're legging up. We're still waiting to see what we want to do off this bearish imbalance. Came up. We're filling in this.
I think we are dropping down now.
We're respecting this fair value gap for now, respecting this equilibrium. Pretty choppy price action for today, boys. I cannot lie. Cannot lie. filled in this range, we balance it out by coming up into equilibrium, filling this in correctly. Okay, filling in this imbalance. Okay, going down. These lows look juicy for NASDAQ. For ES, these equal lows here look super juicy. These relative equal lows right here look juicy. Previous equilibrium here looks juicy.
I'm in.
I don't see any reason for ES not to take out these equal lows here. I think these are super juicy lows that ES definitely wants to come through and take out.
Bad entry again.
Gianni by replay if you love it.
I want to see us break through here. I want to see us close bearish. That would be good. Below these lows. Below this candle. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign.
Yes, on NQ, these lows right here look really juicy. Juicy like a fat ass. But right now we're within this bullish fair value gap. We'll see what price does off that. We'll see if it respects it or disrespects it.
We might take another loss here. Most likely. Yep. Fuck. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, now we gotta focus.
Pretty much all the indexes, I cannot lie, man. Lots of chop from all the indexes today.
YM is super bullish actually. I'm giving this another try. We are down a bit, but that's fine. Maybe I should have like kept my stop loss at here, but maybe not. Maybe we're gonna hit it now. Well, who knows? Maybe I should have just like put it here, and if we didn't sell off, our loss would be a lot smaller. Yeah, it would be like really small. So yeah, I just lost, yeah, a bit more, but that's fine. I'm always taking these late entries. Like if I entered here, that would be still fine, you know, because I could move. I would still be in a little bit of profit right now. Super choppy price action. This was our first candle that closed bullish after this, like, so.
Shit is chop boys, I know. Serious chop boys right now. On all of this. We're back within this bearish for value gap, inverse bullish for value gap. Shit is lit. come down and at least take these out, but that's just me. That's really just me. We very well could just rip from here. We're getting rips. 5 minute, we're back into this 1 minute fair value gap. 5 minute just looks like junk.
I shouldn't be touching anything. I don't know why I touch anything, you know.
1 minute time frame looks really bad.
Okay, so we are. It does look like we are disrespecting this fair value gap.
Price action today at all.
I want to see how this candle closes. If it's super bullish, then we're gonna go higher. Maybe I should have stuck with my initial bias, you know. Maybe I should have just bought down here, stop loss below here. Right now, I would have been at like, I could have taken partials.
Pretty piano key price action. God, I hit the bed while I got the ribs. Duke Dennis. Duke Dennis, the Rizzler. Really not much happening off this. Not much at all. Not much at all. We match these highs. Price is pushing up higher. We're filling in this imbalance now. We'll see if this holds. If not, this shit should just send straight up until this low resistance liquidity all the way up here. Looks like we're going to do the same thing here on gas pack.
Let's see if this holds. I could have entered off here and just put my stop loss to break even right away.
Price on Nasdaq, fill this in. ES filled it in completely. Odds are this just keeps going higher and higher, boys. Bitcoin 70. pretty sure that this is said and done. Okay, we got a closure above this fair value gap. Pretty sure we are going to head on up from here. Okay, we are going to go over the trade that I took today. Was a super quick one, okay, and I got completely stopped out almost instantly. Okay, I took one trade and it was a long position. I took one trade, it was a long position. Let me turn this down and we can see how I could have done this a little bit better because I ended up losing on it. So we saw price here. Let's remove all of this for a second. I was bullish on the day. We had a bullish bias. The 4 hour was bullish, along with us being within equilibrium on this swing. Okay, we came down and I'd already filled in equilibrium.
We respected this, so
Okay. Right, on this leg down. From there, I wanted price to come down, fill equilibrium, which it did several times. Okay, and then I was looking to take longs off of that. So price came down, filled equilibrium. We got a big leg up. This caused news, right? And for me, I'm thinking, no, we are just going to maintain fully bullish structure and we're just going to be mega fucking bullish. Okay, that was not the case. We ended up wanting to go lower. So my trade was plain and simple, literally just off of, okay, I want, after this news candle, because we had profit taking off this, I want price to come down, fill in this bullish fair value gap, and I'm literally just going to go long. And I'm literally just going to go long right when price hits this equilibrium level and fills this fair value gap. That's what I did. Because I was like, oh yeah, price is so freaking strong coming off of that. Stop was underneath this candle. Take profits for this low resistance liquidity up here. As you can see that I literally, like, I entered in on this candle and then by the next second or by the next minute, I immediately got stopped out. So again, my bias remains bullish for the day. We came down into equilibrium, but since then I haven't seen really any bullish confluences for us to continue higher. Okay, on ES it was a similar situation, but except we didn't fully hit equilibrium yet. Okay, we made that leg up, okay, but then we came down, we finally hit equilibrium. We got legs up, okay, yeah, we did invalidate this bullish fair value gap here, this bearish fair value gap here, and we made a bullish fair value gap here. Maybe this would have been a good entry, but wasn't necessarily what I was looking for, okay? But yeah, that pretty much wraps up what I was looking for. I do think that price will probably continue higher for the day and end up seeking out this low resistance liquidity. So yeah, for me, 0-1 on the day, but I crushed it yesterday. Got a 1-4 risk reward, so 1-3 RR on the week. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. ES is legging down now. Price is pretty choppy. My guess is it's just building up for NFP tomorrow. Again, that's another partial reason why it's pretty difficult.
okay, we are selling off.
So
We are selling off. That's a good sign. I'm
I appreciate all
putting
the
this
viewers
here.
that we had on here today. 3,200 viewers at the end of the stream. Y'all are fucking animals. Let's keep this shit going. I'll be going live every single morning. Okay, at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Y'all fucking killed it. I had a great time with you guys today. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out, mastermind.
We might get a break even here again. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get stopped out for sure. Or not. Maybe not. Because we disrespected this. We have no fair value gaps here that could resist. I stopped out again. Oof. Quite a bit of a drawdown. I'm buying this. Stops at break even. Okay, we are continuing higher. That's good. If we break through here, I'm adding more. Respecting the gap. $15-minute candle, pretty bullish. Are we gonna reject this? Okay, we just stepped into this inverse. We completely disrespected it with a break of structure to the upside. I want to see a close below here. I mean above here. We are selling off again. Why is that? Super choppy price action. That's insane. Come on now. I just don't want to see us close below here, then we're fine, I think. But we are approaching this level, so yeah. I'm not gonna hit yet. I'm at a break even now. Okay, that's a good sign. We are respecting this inverse, we are respecting this breaker block, this order block at the same time. Here, that has a fair value gap over here. If we break through here, I'm adding more. Come on. Continue higher. Come on. Please. Oh, what are you gonna do? Come on. Tell me already. Close bullish, just close bullish, close bullish. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. We are pushing higher now. Hopefully we break through. Still respecting this. Oh, now we're pushing lower. We created a week, so we might go higher now. We're getting stopped out, I believe. Pretty sure. Boom. Boom. Hit the loss, come on. Hit it. Hit it. I dare you. Boom. I'm just gonna end the stream here. Yeah, we took a bit of a loss. Super weird price action today. Yeah. This a lot of unnecessary trades. I should have just like waited, because this was just horrible. See you later.